Your retirement dream just became a financial nightmare. Someone just drove off with a brand new $80,000 RV. In 18 months, it'll lose $20,000 to $28,000. That's 25 to 35% depreciation. By year 3, it's worth 60% of original value. An Airstream from the same year retains 70%. The difference? Deliberate design choices that prioritize profit over durability. The RV industry operates on 2.1% profit margins versus 4 to 6% for cars. That difference means walls built with staples instead of screws, roofs sealed with prayers instead of proper waterproofing, and your dream rotting from the inside out. I'm showing you the exact systemic failures that guarantee your RV will fail and 3 ways to avoid becoming another statistic. Let's talk about what RVIA Certified actually means. The Recreational Vehicle Industry Association certifies over 95% of RVs sold in America. They check over 500 safety requirements during production. Here's what they don't check: whether your walls will stay attached, whether your roof will keep water out, whether anything will last longer than the warranty period. An RV manufacturer can build a pile of rolling debris and get it certified as long as the propane doesn't explode and the electrical system won't immediately burn your family alive. The NFPA 1192 standard, updated as recently as 2021, focuses narrowly on fire and electrical safety. It mandates nothing about waterproofing, structural integrity, or durability testing. Maritime standards and automotive standards both require water intrusion testing, pressure testing, and load testing. RV fees require none of these. The warranty claim rate in RVs is 1.7 to 1.9%, comparable to automotive's 1.98%. So manufacturers say, "See, we're just as good as cars." Here's the trick. Car warranties cover defects for 3 to 5 years. Your RV warranty? 1 year. Water damage doesn't appear uniformly. Some units leak immediately. Others hide damage for 12 to 18 months. Rot emerges in year 2 when the manufacturer is legally off the hook. Insurance won't cover manufacturing defect. You own it. This isn't quality parity. This is shifting risk from manufacturer to consumer. Let's follow the money. Car manufacturers operate on 4 to 6% margins. They invest billions in robotics, real-time defect detection, automated assembly, sub-millimeter precision. Defects are caught instantly and corrected before vehicles leave the line. RV manufacturers operate on 2.1% margins. They've deliberately chosen not to invest in automation because the math doesn't work. With thin margins and fluctuating demand, you cannot justify millions on robotic systems. Instead, they use manual checklists. Can a worker with a clipboard catch a poorly sealed roof seam? A window gap that will leak in 6 months? Inadequate structural support that will crack after 1,000 miles? No. Those defects require time and testing that manual inspection can't provide. In September 2023, Keystone RV, one of the industry's largest manufacturers, openly downgraded specifications. VP of Sales Josh Miller stated they were engineering products to get cost out and get weight out. This was open acknowledgement of the industry's shift to squeeze costs at durability's expense. Manufacturers cut costs by 30%. Your walls are no longer traditional plywood. They're materials like Asdal, lighter and more moisture-resistant. This sounds positive, but manufacturers aren't choosing it for quality. They're choosing it to fit the cost-cutting mandate. Meanwhile, they cut corners elsewhere: assembly speed, inspection time, seal quality. Marine manufacturers won't use these methods for boats. Automotive suppliers reject them for cars. RV companies embrace them because they must. When suppliers get a call saying, "Reduce your price by 25% or we'll find someone who will," those who refuse lose the contract. The benefit of cutting costs hits the balance sheet immediately. The warranty claim? That shows up 12 to 18 months later when it's legally someone else's problem. Here's where it gets darker. A significant portion of RV assembly workers are paid by the piece, not by the hour. If you build 5 RVs in a day, you get paid for 5. If you build 3, you get paid for 3. In November 2022, Alliance RV paid $1.1 million in back wages to 710 workers for systematically underpaying overtime. Forest River is currently in litigation for similar violations. But the legal issues are just the surface. The real problem is what piece rate compensation does to quality. When you're paid per unit, you optimize for speed. Every minute spent carefully sealing a seam, every extra torque check, every second verifying sealant continuity. That's money out of your pocket. Not because you're lazy, because the system explicitly penalizes thoroughness. A worker makes the same per unit whether they take 10 minutes or 30 minutes. Every second spent on quality costs them money. This isn't laziness, it's rational economic behavior under perverse incentives. The manufacturer saves money by externalizing quality control costs onto piece rate workers who are financially disincentivized to provide it. If ceilings fall, roofs leak, or walls delaminate in year 2, the manufacturer's warranty has expired. You bought the risk. Let's talk about what your government isn't protecting you from. NFP. A1192 comprehensively addresses electrical continuity, plumbing certification, and propane safety. It does not define specifications for structural integrity, water tightness testing, ceiling attachment, or sustained waterproof performance. This isn't an oversight. Despite decades of revisions, it remains focused narrowly on fire and electrical safety, the minimum legal threshold. Your RV can have walls that fail after a few weekends on bumpy roads. It can have virtually no waterproofing. It can have a roof structure inadequate for sustained water exposure. All of this is perfectly legal as long as the electrical system doesn't immediately catch fire. Manufacturers will point to their 1.7 to 1.9% warranty claim rate matching automotive, but car warranties cover 3 to 5 years. RV warranties cover 1 year. Water damage in year 2, manufacturer liability is 0. And when it fails, lemon laws in most states don't cover RVs like they cover cars. Manufacturers have calculated with actuarial precision that fixing defects after the warranty expires costs them 0. Here's how you beat the system. Strategy 1. Buy used from the right era. The quality cliff happened around 2020 to 2023. Units built between 2005 and 2015 were constructed before the race to the bottom accelerated. Look for models from independent builders with reputations to protect. Inspect for one thing above everything else: delamination. That's when the fiberglass exterior peels from the substrate underneath. If you see bubbling, waviness, or soft spots in exterior walls or roof, walk away. That's a $15,000 to $25,000 total loss. Check roof seams, window seals, and penetrations. Bring a moisture meter. Any reading above 15% wood moisture content means water is already inside. That unit is dying. Strategy 2. The JDM import loophole. Japanese domestic market RV imports, converted vans, small motorhomes, KI campers are built to Japanese quality standards, which are substantially higher than American standards. Japan's mandatory shaken inspection program is so rigorous that owners sell vehicles with under 50,000 miles rather than pay for it. The catch: vehicles must be 25 years old to bypass federal regulations or work with importers handling NHTSA exemptions. Costs typically run $15,000 to $25,000 for import, shipping, and modifications. Do your homework, but the quality difference is tangible. There's exactly one American manufacturer that operates on a different quality model: Airstream. They use aluminum monocoque construction. The shell is the structure. No wood to rot, no fiberglass to delaminate. Riveted aluminum proven for 90+ years. A comparable Airstream costs 30 to 50% more than conventional RVs, but a 5-year-old Airstream retains 60 to 70% of its value. A 5-year-old conventional RV, maybe 30 to 40%, if it hasn't suffered catastrophic water damage. Airstream can maintain quality because they're not competing on lowest price. They're competing on longevity and resale value. Their customers are buying a durable good, not a depreciating asset. You're not crazy for thinking something was wrong. The system is designed to fail you. But now you know exactly how it works and exactly how to avoid it. The RV industry's quality crisis isn't caused by incompetent workers or bad luck. It's the predictable result of economic incentives, regulatory gaps, and deliberate corporate choices. Margins are too thin for automation. Piece rate compensation rewards speed over quality. Material downgrades are necessary to hit price targets. Warranty periods externalize long-term failures onto consumers. And regulations allow it all. Car manufacturers and boat builders prove higher quality is achievable. It just requires investment, accountability, and regulation. RV manufacturers are capable of building better products. They simply have no economic reason to do so. Your retirement savings deserve better than rolling debris with an RVIA sticker. And buy smart, inspect ruthlessly, and never assume that certified means durable. The dream is still possible. You just need to know which manufacturers are selling the dream and which ones are selling you a disaster on wheels.